Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in our last video we talked about the South Carolina state, and in this video we will talk about North Carolina, how to file the monthly sales tax return for North Carolina state. So before I move to the topic, I would again request all of you to do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest tax information. So let's move to the topic. As you can see on the screen, this is my report for North Carolina. One thing I would like to mention here, that for each state you need to have a logins, right? A proper login, a username and a password. But for the North Carolina, once you have the link, and it will ask you a contact information, a email address, and then it will ask you your number, your tax ID number or FEIN, and then you can go and just select the period, whichever period you wanna file for. So this is my report. As you can see, I have the customer numbers. This is a dummy data. I have the customer number, I have the name, I have the city, then I have the county again. The county is actually basically I've used a VLOOKUP formula here. It's taking from this particular sheet. I have the tax rates here. You can see I have the cities, I have the counties, I have the state rate, I have the county rate, and then I have the transit rate, and then I have made the sum of all these rate, the total sum of all these rates. Now on this report you can see that for this particular state I have some more columns in my report. So if you see here, I have the state tax, I have the county tax rate, I have the transit tax rate, then I have the tax rate. So it is getting, the total tax rate is basically a sum of all these three: state, then county, then transit. And then based on that rate, I have calculated the taxable sales. And then on again, based on the state tax rate, I have calculated the state tax. And then based on the county tax rate, I have calculated the county tax rate. So when I will show you, when while filing the return, I will show you why we need this, why I have done this, why I have put the counties and the transit, uh, the county rate and the transit rate here, and why I'm calculating the state tax separate and county tax separate and the transit rate separate. So let's move to the portal and see how we can file this return. So here I'm logged into the portal. You can see this is my portal. The due date for North Carolina is 28th of each month. One thing which is very important for this particular state is that if 20th falls on a weekend, the other states makes the next working day as a due date. But for the North Carolina, even if 20th is on weekend, the due date will remain 28th. It will not be, it will not be get increased by 1 day or 2 days if the due date falls on weekend. So that's something that we have to be very careful about North Carolina. If it's 28th, it's 28th. Doesn't matter if it falls on weekend or if it falls on working day. So for this one, now I have North Carolina gross reports. So I'm gonna put my total sales here, which is 38115.41. Then I have the exempt sales, which are this one, which is hmm, this one, um, 23993.47. Now this is my total non-taxable sales, and then this is my gross sales, right? So now I have here you can see I have journal state rate, which is 4.75. So I'm gonna put my total taxable sales here, which is 14121.94. Then if you see here, we need to input the 2% county rate sales separately, 2.25 percentage county rates separately sales, and then we have 0.5% transit county. So all these taxable sales which has been made accordingly, according to this rate, according to this county, we have to input that separately. So on my report, now if you see here on my report, I will select just 2 percentage, and on the tax amount I will just filter out only the taxable sales. So my total taxable sales for 2 percentage county is 7951.66, 7951.66. Then if I select, if I just do it now 2.25 percentage, and I just separate this out. My total sales are was 6170.29, 6170.29, and now I have to input my 0.5 percentage. I will just put the tax amount here. The total taxable sales are 5110.62. So if you notice here, now I have the tax here 994.20, 994.21. On my report it's 994.21 and 994.20. So if you notice here, we have put the general state sales, the total the total taxable sales. Then separately we have to input the 2% county rate, and county rate sales 2.2.5 percentage and 0.5% transit county rate. You have to separately mention these. You have to separately input all these information. Now if you click next here, so now you will see, you will get another page, and here you have to uh, input the tax amount of those sales which you have mentioned in the previous section of this return. And this is the reason that why we have calculated the tax, the county tax and the state tax and the transit tax separately in my report. So now what I will do is I will firstly filter these out, all the non-taxable sales. I will put only the tax amount. Now here I will first input the 2% rate. So what I will do is, now the first county, like if you see here, now Brick. So I will search here Brick County, and I will put whatever the tax amount I have on my this column, which is this one, the county tax, this one. So what it's doing here is, it is actually the taxable amount multiplying with the county tax rate. So I'm getting the total county tax. So I'll put 3.60 here. Sorry, not 3.60, I will just sum it up. 15.74, 15.74. And then the next county here is Macon. I will put Macon. The total tax here is 1.20. Then the next county is, the total tax for this county is 12.16. Then we have Transleo. The total county is 39.88. Then we have Wake County, and the total tax is 90.05, plus we have the transit tax for this as well, 22.51. So I think we are done. Just want to make sure that we have, I think there was another transit tax, might be for this one. Yes, we have the transit tax for this particular county as well, so we will put this as well, 3.04. Yeah, so now this was for two percentage county. Now we have to input another information which is for 2.25 percentage tax. So those counties which have 2.25 percentage as a tax rate. So now what I will do is, here I will again filter the tax amount only, and here now I will choose 2.25 percentage, and these are the counties which are taxed at 2.25 percentage. So my this one is, first one is this county, 95.41. Let me see if we have the transit tax here. We don't have the transit tax here. Then we have the New Hanover, 42.64. Then we have this as county, and the total tax is 0.79. Just want to make sure if we have this transit rate here. We don't have that. Okay, so now we have done 2.25 percentage. Now if we just want to make sure if we have anything separate for this particular, so if you see, we have two only, and we have already did this. So here we have now done with this page as well. We'll click next. Now here you can just select whatever the payment method you want to select. So for in my case, I will select bank draft. And now here you will just put the information here, and then if you go to the next, it will ask you the review and it will ask you confirmation. Once you click the confirmation, you are done with the return, and the payment will be deducted from your bank account. So this is how you're going to file the North Carolina sales tax return. I hope this video is informative for you. If you have any questions, any suggestions, any questions related to this, you can mention that in comment box. Thank you very much.